You know, there's something my 82-year-old friend Mary said to me recently that stopped me in my tracks. We were playing cards at the senior center when she casually mentioned, "At my last checkup, my doctor said my brain scans look like someone 20 years younger." Now, Mary isn't some medical miracle. She's just been using one powerful secret that neuroscience has recently uncovered about keeping our minds sharp as we age. And here's the best part. This isn't about expensive supplements or complicated brain games. You're probably already doing parts of it without realizing how powerful it can be when done intentionally. After reviewing hundreds of studies and working with countless sharp seniors, I've discovered that the number one secret to staying mentally fit after 70 comes down to this: novelty plus repetition. Let me explain what that means and why it works so well. 1. The brain's use it or lose it reality. Our brains are designed to prune away what we don't use. But here's what most people miss. It's not just about using your brain, but how you use it. The magic happens when you combine learning new things, novelty, practicing them regularly, repetition. Take my neighbor Carl, 78, who decided to learn guitar during the pandemic. At first, his fingers fumbled, but after 6 months of weekly lessons, not only can I play Blue Moon, but I swear I remember grocery lists better too, he told me. 2. The Sweet Spot Challenge. Neuroscientists have found that the most effective brain exercises sit right at the edge of your comfort zone. Too easy? No growth. Too hard? Frustration. Here's how to find your sweet spot. Choose something that makes you think, I could probably do this with some effort. Break it into small, manageable steps. Celebrate tiny wins along the way. Retired teacher Martha, 76, applied this to technology. I started by learning to send photos to my grandkids. Now I'm the family Zoom coordinator. 3. The power of small daily doses. The key isn't marathon learning sessions. It's consistent bite-sized challenges. Think 10 minutes of a new language app while having coffee, trying one new recipe each week, walking a different route, and noticing new details. Neurologist Dr. Chin explains, 5 minutes daily does more for your brain than 2 hours once a month. It's about frequency, not duration. Part 2. Powerful brain-boosting activities. You know what's fascinating? The most effective activities for keeping your mind sharp after 70 often don't look like brain exercises at all. My 84-year-old yoga student, Gloria, put it perfectly. I thought I needed to do crossword puzzles all day, but turns out my gardening does just as much for my brain. That brings us to 3 surprisingly powerful ways to put the novelty plus repetition principle into action. 1. The hands-on brain builder. Here's something most people don't realize. Activities that engage your hands stimulate enormous amounts of neural activity. Try learning basic woodworking, taking up knitting or crocheting, trying origami or other paper crafts. Neurologist Dr. Amin explains, handcrafts activate more areas of the brain than most pure mental exercises because they combine movement planning and problem solving. My friend Walter, 79, started making simple birdhouses. At first I couldn't measure straight, he laughs. Now not only can I build them, but I've noticed I remember names better too. 2. The social learning effect. Combining social interaction with learning creates a powerful brain boost. Look for group classes at your senior center, book clubs that read challenging material, teach and learn exchanges with friends. Retired nurse Linda, 72, joined a memoir writing group. Hearing other stories jogs my memories in ways I can't explain. 3. The mismatch method. This clever trick works wonders. Do familiar activities in slightly unfamiliar ways. Take a different route to the store. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Rearrange your living space periodically. Psychologist Dr. Reynolds notes, when you disrupt autopilot behaviors, you force your brain to pay attention and form new connections. Making it stick. The key is to choose activities you genuinely enjoy so they become self-sustaining. As my student Phyllis, 78, says, if it feels like a chore, you won't keep doing it. Find what makes you lose track of time. Part 3. Your personalized brain-boosting plan and conclusion. You know, There's something wonderfully liberating about realizing that staying sharp after 70 isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most for your brain. My 85-year-old mentor, Margaret, shared this wisdom last week. At my age, I've stopped trying to remember everything. Instead, I focus on remembering what brings me joy, and somehow everything else falls into place. That brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, creating a sustainable routine that keeps your mind agile without feeling like work. Because the truth is, the best brain exercises don't feel like exercises at all. They feel like living. The 3-layer brain boosting day. 1. Morning wake up 5 minutes. Novelty spark. Try something new with your morning routine. Recite a poem while brewing coffee. Name 5 objects around you in another language. Do a crossword puzzle with your non-dominant hand. 2. Afternoon engagement, 10 to 15 minutes. Deep dive activity. Choose one focus area. For the social butterfly, call a friend and discuss an article you read. For the creative soul, work on a craft project while listening to a podcast. For the homebody, follow along with a cooking tutorial video. 3. Evening reflection, 5 minutes. Repetition reinforcement. Solidify what you learned. Teach someone what you discovered today, even if it's just your cat. Jot down one new thing you tried in a Brain Gains journal. Recall 3 specific details from your day: the color of a neighbor's shirt, a snippet of conversation, etc. Real-life success stories. George, 76, combines his love of history with novelty by researching one new historical fact daily, then sharing it at his weekly coffee group. Martha, 79, practices mismatch methods by reorganizing one kitchen drawer each week. Now finding things is like a fun treasure hunt. Carl, 81, swap passive TV time for learning magic tricks. My grandkids think I'm a wizard, and my memory has never been better. The golden rule. Neurologist Dr. Ellenbogen puts it perfectly. The brain thrives on curiosity. If an activity makes you lean forward with interest, you're on the right track. Your next steps: start small. Pick just one novelty activity to try tomorrow. Make it enjoyable. Choose something that sparks your natural curiosity. Share your wins. Teaching others reinforces your learning. Remember what Centenarian Ruth told researchers: I never exercised my brain. I just kept following my wonder. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these approaches resonates most? Share in the comments what brain-boosting activities you already enjoy or plan to try. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to thrive after 70. Here's to your sharp, curious, and vibrant mind at every age. Remember, growing older isn't about decline. It's about refinement.